ever have to face any meeting on the Friday. I always get off at 11:30. After lunch, I don't come back. I put my time, I put my schedule, I put my identity. I'm Muslim, I have Friday prayer, I cannot be there, and I was attending all those things. Matter of fact, some days, my boss, they said, "Did you pray?" Because I put like that way. Few times I was late, and I was taking the advantage, but that was a different story. I really prayed, but I was late, but my boss, he covered me. He said, "I think Sergeant Alam was praying." I said, "Subhanallah," after that I was never late. However, the feelings, the understanding by being Muslim, when we stood up, we should stand up with our identity, our dignity. And I always carried, and I always learned that duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. That's the Army core values. Plus, with your Muslim dignity, your identity, it will stand if you follow and practice. Army was able to send me 3 times to overseas. I was 3 times in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait. Matter of fact, 2001, in November, from Germany, month later, we were all shipped to Kuwait, and we knew that there is a war coming. 2003, we had to be prepared. We were standing between the Iraq and Kuwaiti border. It was only 11 miles far from the Kuwaiti-Iraqi border. We came back in 2002, April, and then again in November, we shipped back to Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. The day, I remember I want to bring, and I will shut it down, the consequences I faced in Iraqi war. It was February 17, 2003. That was the day Saddam Hussein and his son was given the ultimatum that they should surrender and they should give up. That's the day from Germany, 31st Air Defense Artillery Brigade, we were moved and shipped to Iraq. That's the day. Even in the war, I was a sergeant. I was taking care of a whole platoon. I don't know why they put me in charge with the whole unit, with commander, signal, chaplain, myself, and the supply operation. However, I was facing discrimination. I did not know what happened. That time, we did not have the real communication. But there was an incident happened. You all know, maybe one of the Muslim, he said he's Muslim, and he was doing some activities. He killed somebody. But that should not be stand for every single other Muslim who are serving. I was standing like they're my family, because we are in the war. But in the war, even I was treated differently since that took place. That time I figured out, even though you stand for the peace, harmony, dignity, and your right to serve this country, still there is a double standard. Still there is a cap. When you say I'm Muslim, there is something, a stereotyping, it is there. It is our time now. We stand up. We do due process. We do due diligence our activities, our duty to this country. And I like to remind all of us, including myself, that the life has been taken away due to the terrorist activities. What's so happened? The fact we lost a lot of heroes, we lost a lot of innocent lives. Nobody can bring them back. We like to thank those people on that day who are serving, those firefighters, those heroes, those National Guards on the day of 9/11 in 2000 at the New York Twin Tower and at the Pentagon Place. And I'm going to say one other thing. As a Muslim, as an immigrant, as an American, we like to put our service. We need to go outside of the box. Everywhere we are, schools, colleges, universities, Army, Navy, Air Force, you name it. Everywhere we are there. But at the same time, as a community, we need to come out. We have to bring our service to the community at large. If we are failed to do this, that means we are planning to fail ourselves. At this very moment, I'm going to be thanking all those who organize this event, and we are honoring our veterans on this 9/11 moment, on the 2011, after 10 years of the fact. Thank you so much, and I also thank all the veterans sitting here serving this country. And young man, keep it up and look at in the future that 10 years or 20 years later, you will stand up, also you carry on. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. I know that we're here honoring our veterans, but and I know I came up before, but I would be remiss to say that I know that that day, 370 plus firefighters died, got killed that day. Not to mention the many other first responders, police officers, etc. And I know that I mentioned about some of the firefighters that are existing right now, but I would be regretful to say that Imam Bilal Muhammad, he mentioned that he was in the Air Force as a firefighter, but he also served 25 years as a firefighter here. So I think that deserves a round of applause.
So if Ahmed, if you could come up and close us out in dua, and have to also thank Dr. Mir, who was among the first ones to call our attention to the need to be more organized in interfaith efforts. And so he called us together, and he said to us, you know, let's do something. Let's put something together. So that's one of the reasons why this came about. And if I'm missing anybody, I think it was you, right, Doctor? Yes. So I know he won't take credit, but I don't want to miss anybody else. So. Thank you very much.
Alhamdulillah, we are all proud of our American flag. We are all proud of America for what it stands for. Well, we know also there is lots of injustice as well. And as before I do my prayer, I would like to give a special note to Brother MD Alam and Brother Zarif, because so many people came to this land. But you came to this land in a very, very special way that reminded me of the coming of Yusuf alayhi salam, to Egypt on a ship of slavery. And this Yusuf was a slave, and he was brought up and put in jail, and have seen the injustice that took place, and he transformed the whole Egypt completely. All this, you have the burning desire more than anyone else to establish justice where it belongs. May God bless you for what you have put to make this country a better country, inshallah, for the future. Oh Allah, we ask you to make us an instrument of righteousness where righteousness is needed. Oh my Lord and the Lord of the universe, we ask you to make us an instrument of guidance where guidance is needed. Oh my Lord and the Lord of the universe, we ask you to make us an instrument of light where there is darkness. Oh my Lord and the Lord of the universe, we ask you to make us a beacon of hope where there is despair and disparity. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.